Alright, we're back.
This is the story.
And this time you get to see my ugly mug.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The plan this time is we're going to follow the story. We're going to see what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He will after he gets a drink. Gotta love Kroger brand Dr. Pepper. Excuse me. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No, we're gonna read these. Bi-quarterly post-review. We need hopeless or more/less. We need less reviews. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water cooler heaters. Chart needs to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in the teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap. Number of slides on this slide. That's amazing. Alright. We're gonna follow
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I could have gone down. I could have fucked it up right then. We'll do that next time. I mean, I'm gonna play a different game too. Don't get me wrong. This isn't just gonna be Stanley Parable's channel.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. Yep. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Is that where it wants me to go? It must be. I'm just trying to follow the game. Whew. I'm sorry. I've got a candle sitting on top of my TV with the Pope on it. And he's waving at me. Just like this. Hey, Pope. How's it going, man? Good morning to you, too. He's just waving at me. I bought it because it smells nice and because the Pope's waving. I am not religious, but he tells me good morning. It's a good candle, and it smells so good.
Descending
Do you like my
deeper
hair?
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I'm so tempted. Oh my god, I'm so tempted, but nope. Doing this right.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Did he? I don't know. Let's see.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Can I find mine? I don't imagine so.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
This is corny.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Perfect. My ears are clean.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Would I? Is that what I'm gonna do? This is the corniest. Oh. I won. Did I win? Oh. There's little lines on the screen.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Exactly, that's what I'm asking.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path.
I'm not even controlling it anymore.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I beat the game. Got the achievement. Alright. See you next time. If I can get it to end. This thing really hates me. It's gonna cut out randomly because I'm trying to get it to fucking end the video. It'll end eventually. I don't even know if it's recording this right now. There's a little frames per second thing up in the corner, and it's red, which means recording. Now, I want it to be white, which means not record.